True.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 19, Week 1.
Yeah.
We're looking at Game 2 of Pitching Tents, the name I couldn't remember, taking on the Lion Tamers. With me here is the teacher.
I am a teacher.
No, the teacher.
The
Like, you
one
know
and
how
only.
he's always called the cheat? That's like you.
But the teacher.
Yeah. The is part of your name.
Alright, so we've got the Titching Pence and the Iron Lamers.
Very bad banner on the part of the Lion Tamers, I must say. No offense to them, but...
I don't know what that is. It looks like some...
It's half of clip art. Half of one clip art. I assume the bands on the part of the Cryptic team are probably going to be a little bit more sensible this time, I'm guessing, just under the grounds that now you know what everyone's doing.
Now you know where everyone's playing.
I don't know if this is still going to be the same in Week 2. I hope Week 2 we get that Copless P1 action I've been waiting for. This whole interlude between seasons.
I want Copless next week to play DK mid with a Dagon Rush because it'd be funny.
No, I want Copless next week to play, I don't know. Let's a pause on that sucks ass. I want Copless next week to play Troll Warlord. Just almost all meta bands right now, except for the Dazzle and the IO.
Rush, Troll Warlord. I agree. Dagon Rush, Troll Warlord is a thing. You heard it from me here today.
There we go. Undying first one up to bat. Hey, you know, when we're doing this, I can look at chat. No Gotham next week again? Where the hell is he?
He's vacationing. Probably.
He's riding his goddamn bicycle again. Tell him to get that Mexico internet. We didn't really hear what you thought of Canadians, by the way. So can we get your official opinion on them?
Yeah, they all hate Trump, or not Trump, Trudeau.
Well, that's also probably true, but we need your opinion on them as like a group of people.
Same time next week.
Well, you know what I think about Canadians.
What do you think about Canadians?
They smell.
Like maple syrup, you're right.
No, like, with their noses.
Americans/Canadians are coincidentally not the same thing.
No, I actually agree. I think he's right about that.
Radiant team ban.
Undying Jakiro, first up on the board. Again, trying to make somebody fall asleep looking at these picks.
Radiant
I have not seen Jakiro being picked yet. What is going on? Let me reload the page. Reload.
Yeah, if you're behind, you can just do that. I assume, is my disk usage still crazy? Yes, okay. Well, next week you'll be able to see this more up to date, unless they do another giant. You doing all four matches on stream? Yes, we are going to be doing the next series after this.
Yeah. So come back in like an hour if you're in that game and want to only see that one, but don't leave.
Yeah, I'll post an announcement in my chat when that starts. So. But I mean, you're really going to be missing out. I mean, you're going to be missing out on this great commentary from the teacher.
From the teacher.
It's kind of like how Randy is the doctor of Dota, except it's your whole legal name.
Except it's my whole entire legal name. First name and last name teacher.
Bringing out Medusa, this is like a season 15 or season 16 draft so far.
I'm still behind. What the fuck?
Like this is yeah, you know what it is? It's a season 15 draft. This is the season 15th draft I've ever seen.
Dark Ace is
Never
just
mind.
here to listen to my voice.
No, that's me. That's my name, teacher. You're not a Nani this time. That was a long time ago we did that bit.
That was a long time ago we did that beat. That was like 2 years ago now.
Was that the first one?
I think so. The first time I casted a game with you was about.
No,
2
I think
years
it was
ago.
like the second time. Like the first time you were Randy, and then the second time you were me. I think is what it was.
Yeah. And I think the third game I was Kitty, ironically enough.
Oh, that's good. There's probably a non-zero amount of people in the LD2L who heard me say that and are like, oh yeah, that's Kitty. That's what Kitty's voice sounds like.
I have become the unofficial voice of Kitty. There we go.
You're Kitty's voice actor. Kitty, are you still here? Can you post something in chat for the teacher to read?
DK,
In the
I'm
teacher's
dying.
best.
Very
Yep.
tanky start. Jakiro, Medusa.
Very.
Safe. It's a very
Also
safe
very
lane.
tanky start, actually.
Yeah. No.
Oh man, that was great. That was just like Kitty. Randy, please praise me next series. Randy's not here, I'm afraid.
We'll see if we can get him for the next game.
Randy is currently making out with his girlfriend, so forward all comments to him.
Yeah.
And that was something the Doughboy was asking earlier. Yeah, Randy has decided he is live games Jones this season, like a couple of seasons ago. So.
There was creative differences, so he got fired.
Yeah.
That's how it goes in this.
Oh, Dark Ace, are you Randy's girlfriend secretly?
God damn.
Or are you just like watching? You got like Randy, Randy Cam 24/7. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Dire team pick.
Revenge.
VS the Phoenix, interesting. Matt going to be P1 Phoenix's game?
Pause one, Phoenix. Let's go. I want to see it. Come on, Matt. Make me happy.
Come on, who?
By radio. Matt.
You said somebody else's name there for a
10
second.
seconds
I said Matt.
No, I don't want to say whose name you said, but it was not
I
Matt.
said Matt.
Radiant
If you heard it
team
wrong, that's fine, but I said Matt.
Phoenix and Mars. This is a really good Mars team, actually, hypothetically. They do have the VS, but as long as you get that trait that lets you not be able to see inside or outside of the arena, then that VS is... Does Wave of Terror,
10 seconds
like, negate
remaining.
that? Because if so, that kind of sucks, but, you know, at least it's still only one guy.
5 seconds
I think so.
remaining.
I think, yeah, it just creates new terrain that if you gain vision of the inside of it, somehow.
Yeah. Well, if Wave of Terror can penetrate the arena, then that's kind of sad for Mars, but whatever, it's still one guy. If it can't, then it's like a really baller Mars game so far.
Because I'm pretty sure if you drop an OBS inside of Mars Arena, it allows you to see inside of Mars Arena.
Radiant
Maybe.
team back.
Unless it just blocks everything from the outside. I'm not
And Space Cowboy was like, there's a Mars, I know just who to pick. I know just the woman for this job.
sure. Is it Luna?
No,
It's
it's better.
Dire team
That is
I mean-
awful.
It's Drow into Medusa, which is a really Drow favorite matchup the later it goes.
That's
Because
true.
The Drow can four-shot Medusa through her passive.
That is indeed true, but also, Mars can put you in fucking jail.
10 seconds.
He
That's
can
what
put
BK
you.
is for.
Yeah, true. BKB and just always know where the spear is coming from. And also make sure your BKB is up 24/7. We're talking lifetime BKB support here.
Yeah. No, you just only use BKB when you need to walk out of arena. The
Yeah,
only
that's
thing
true.
you currently need it for anyway.
Only use BKB when you need to walk out of arena, and don't be anywhere on the map when it's down.
Yeah, you just cannot leave your fountain when BKB is down.
10
I don't know, I don't think
seconds
it's that bad.
remaining.
I think it was already Drow's worst matchup in the game when Mars was absolutely unplayably bad. And he's not quite there anymore. I mean, he's still bad, don't get me wrong, but... It super sucks. And having to respect the Phoenix as well is really annoying. Like... It's very obnoxious. And you're also going to have to play around the Jakiro crap. You really want to be able to freely position yourself as a Drow Ranger, and they really don't let that happen.
10
Like,
seconds
you're not
remaining.
going to be able to sit on your little spire and just fire off arrows here, that's for
5
sure.
seconds
You
remaining.
try to do that, and old man Jack drops some Acropire on you, and you can't BKB for that, because he got the Mars. So,
Apparently, the 5 worst matchups for Drow are Earth Spirit with a 35.6% win rate, Shadow Demon with a 38.1% win rate, Alchemist with a 38.9% win rate, Lena with a 40.4% win rate, and Magnus with a 39.8% win rate.
man, this Drow hero is not that great in this patch, huh?
The best matchup is Disruptor for a 68.5% win rate, and I don't need to name the other 4, but it's just she has some really bad matchups and then she has some really good ones.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
So the matchup against Medusa is good. How about the Mars matchup? Is she winning that one?
I don't know.
You already closed the page, didn't you?
No, it just only shows me the top 5 of each kind.
Oh. I thought you were on that Dota buff one.
Oh.
Well! Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's a really, and there's still a pick in Cobbless's hand too. Like this already looks rotten for Drow. It's hard to see how presumably a P3 is going to help that, especially when pretty much all the good P3s are gone, and they still have another pick on Dire as well. So, this is a rotten Drow game that can get a lot rottener. Like, that 1-1 matchup is great, but everything else gives me stomach ulcer.
So... apparently on Dota buff, the other one I was looking at the Dota 2 Pro Tracker, on Dota buff, Drow's 5 worst matchups are Wraith King, Abaddon, Spectre, Bloodseeker, and Lich, when it comes to strictly win rate.
There's Enigma. I guess that's a decent hole punish. If you can get in there and, like, have BKB.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, their lines are a little fragmented. Medusa, Jakiro are going to be together. Phoenix and Mars are going to be together. It's hard to get anything more than like a 2-man black hole, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, Phoenix is going to be spending a lot of fights in a big ball, and no matter what you build, you also have to be really careful of that Medusa, because if she hits R and then you black hole, that black hole is going to be over very soon. The Fat Man.
Despite Mars having like a very good advantage against Drow, being that like he wins more matchups, more times in that matchup, the win rate against Drow is actually like 49.82. So Drow only has a 49.8% win rate against Mars, so it's not that bad of a matchup overall.
I think that speaks to where Mars is.
That's
a mid USA.
Medusa. Yeah,
or maybe it's Matt switching out.
Maybe it's Matt going mid.
That would be a real blast from the past. A mid Pudge. Mid Pudge has been gone so long. I don't think I've ever seen it in an LD2L game.
That would be mid Pudge against DK. I think Medusa's still the better matchup there, honestly. With offlane Enigma. Pudge probably, I don't know. It's a little rough both ways. For Pudge, that is.
One small thing is, I feel like they don't really actually have... I guess you got the DK splash damage now, that's probably enough, but you're going to be very dependent on him for the black holes. Because Drow is always going to be in at least a small amount of danger. It's always going to be kind of scary doing the multi-shot in a fight, I think, no matter what happens.
Not with the sidestep. It's a lot safer with that. Because you can run while casting it. And the slow is more than 25% on Drow.
I guess it's true. But you know, it's still like, oh my god, another VS skin. Now it's the alive VS, the vengeful not a spirit.
Oh, that's the tier 3. That's the not even Venge spirit. That's the Venge's sister spirit.
Oh, the not vengeful spirit, vengeful spirit.
Spirit. Yeah.
The
not vengeful spirit, question mark.
Oh, great.
The just an asshole spirit.
My brother in Christ pissed before the game. You could have just done that in lobby. In the pool is sweating. That's how he's in the pool. It's like filled with sweat.
It's not actually sweat. It's just pool water.
Oh, okay. He just sweats pool water by default.
True. Sweat is indeed salty.
30 seconds to battle.
What's the name of this cryptic team again? I've already forgotten. I think...
The Lion Tamers? Or
No, the Lion Tamers is a Gotham team. The Pent Titchers. That's what they are. That's what that
Yes.
that clan tag is.
Yep, the Pet Titchers.
I mean, I know Greg didn't like it, but Cirque du Soleil was a much better name. I'm going to be honest with you.
That was such a good name. What the fuck?
The battle
I'm just going to
begins.
call them that for the rest of the season. We're just all going to pretend that it went through. Space Cowboy almost takes a dive here for first blood, but actually ends up in a situation where the hook did not land on a bounty rune, so he did not get the free bounty there. And he is indeed going to be mid. Or maybe Culpus is going to be mid. You never know. But he is
Find
indeed
out
going to be
in
mid.
30 seconds when they all start fucking about in the mid lane.
The little bit of fire coming out there. Okay, yeah, Pudge mid confirmed. It's that matchup he didn't like. Just for you.
I mean, because it just doesn't seem like Pudge is going to be able to accomplish anything. DK is just so tanky.
Yeah, he's even without having the E anymore, he's still going to have enough regen. He's still going to have enough armor. He's still going to have enough HP. It's going to be tough to do much to him. I mean,
Also,
not like
this
he's going to be able to do that much to you, but he's much better at getting last hits and contesting than you are. So-
I thought this was blue DK for a second. No, this is still red DK, just with a blue skin.
Oh, Tristero got pulled under the tower and died. Very sad. Getting freebies now. That's a good question. He did just kind of stick around mid and die for nothing. He did kind of forget who was facing there.
Yeah, Matt, the Pudge spammer. I mean, that makes the lane easier. I don't think it changes that much. It just means that Pudge is not going to suffer. But he's still down 3 last hits. Moment.
He's not going to suffer that much.
Yeah.
I think Randy once made his declaration that a kill was worth 7 last hits, and I don't think that's necessarily true anymore, but it's a decent guideline. Mount's getting hammered on the
50
kill
gold
here.
apiece, getting about 350 gold for a kill. It makes sense.
I believe that was, at the time, that was done with the amount of time you were dead added to that, like the estimated
Oh.
loss on downtime.
It was just you'd gain, you know.
Yeah, so far, in the pool is up twice, over twice. Oh no, Pudge equalized a little bit. Mount does
coincidentally,
finally go
if
down.
you're in a pool and you're sweating, you're in a hot tub, not a pool.
You're in a sauna.
No, you're in a hot
It's
tub.
not a pool yet.
And it's not pronounced sauna like a saw, it's sauna.
Yeah, it's sauna.
like a
yeah.
pig. No.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Krim did indeed get that. That's why he's the best creep hitter this patch. Or this season.
Good patch? This patch. Best creep hitter in the world right here. Ask Krem.
Yeah.
If you're bad at last hitting, talk to Krem. He'll
Talk
fix you
to
up real
the
quick.
big C. Undying
Talk to
takes a
the big
spill
C.
here. I think this is gonna be maybe a rough lane for these two in the off.
Dire's
It's
middle
two
tower
melee.
is
It's
under
a
attack.
melee and Enigma versus 2 ranged heroes. One of them being Jakiro. It's a very
Yeah.
rough lane.
Oh, we actually got a kill on this DK. Let's check out this happening. Oh, he just
Dire's
tries to
middle
contest
tower is
rune when he
under
really
attack.
can't do that.
Yeah, no, you can't leave the safety of your creeps. I'm surprised that he died still because that
Radiant's
DK is
middle
just so
tower is
tanky.
under attack.
Oh, he's
that
gonna
me?
run in by Pudge with Rod.
I think that might be in the pool's inexperience in mid, perhaps, coming to bite him there.
So out of all of the mid laners, they decided to pick the one team that didn't get a mid laner.
Oh no,
The
there's another team. Actually, I would say really neither of these teams have a proper mid laner. Like a mid main, as I would put it. I don't think.
They just got sort of a jack of all trades who's currently just playing mid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the pool is really a P1 player mostly. He just tried to do he tried to do mid in the middle of last season on the Maniac team, which honestly, I know it's probably not what they want to hear, because I think they were really excited about it. I always kind of thought the P1 version was like the P1 in the pool, P2 Toshi was stronger. At least on paper. But,
Well, it's all up to the teams and what they think is better, I guess.
absolutely.
Something like or at least that's what Ted Lasso would say.
Okay. Medusa just got hammered there. Just kind of lost track of how much mana she had and just let herself get run over. Can't be doing that on the big old Medusa there, La.
I think she just let herself get clicked by 6 fucking Eidolons for a full second and a half straight and then
That
died.
also is the case, yeah, but definitely there was definitely an element to that of, well, of gets right clicked by 6 Eidolons while she already has half mana when that's starting. You know?
Yeah, she tried to man fight some Eidolons and lost.
Speaking of man fighting and losing, Copless going to take a quick fall here to the Vengeful Spirit, but Mars is getting shot in the back of the head for this. Trastero's actually going to live, and now Mars is in the awful spot.
Getting shot by Yennefer of Vengerberg.
True. Kiro takes another spill.
Done.
This lane was starting awesome for the Dire, but I think dropping these kills, which some of them, you know, is hard to avoid, some of them not so much. Dropping some of these kills, I think, has made it a lot more difficult than perhaps it should be.
Then perhaps it should be indeed.
What's chat think?
Chat hasn't spoken since Dark Ace last spoke.
Damn. Speak up, guys. Come on. Why do you think I'm doing this?
Yeah, we're not doing this for us, technically.
Yeah. He just makes the process of doing this jankier. We're doing it for you, baby.
Yeah.
Just because I thought it would be a little fun thing to try.
I'm just here because Anani doesn't want to be lonely.
That's true. You're here because solo commentary is a miserable experience, and every time I do it, I regret it.
You should ask Odie Pixel to cast a game with you. Just one.
Mount
See if you
in big trouble is eventually going to go down. Just run over by all the stunts and slows.
Has been killed.
Medusa is going to take the gravestone. Actually, still pretty much full here right now.
Radiant's courier.
And the Lotus. And God, let's just tell 2 couriers, including one that had about 1 trillion things on it. So he's pretty happy.
I don't think you've clicked on Medusa yet, and she's okay. No, she has been toggling it off. But every time we click on Medusa, she's just got split shot toggled on.
Dire's middle tower is
That
under
is true.
She's a big fan of attacking multiple things at once.
Copless did get this ward, though at what cost?
The cost of a mana bar.
Actually, the cost of his life.
Not well.
You'll see it, you just have to refresh.
I'm just 8 seconds behind.
Yeah. This Windows update. Oh, the Windows update is finally completed. That means next match you won't have to be looking at this anymore.
There we go.
There's that.
Benefits, so
Although you've got the one upside of a Macintosh is that it doesn't never do that.
yeah, no, it's great.
And the best part is I have it set to it doesn't download during games, but if it's already downloading and then you launch a game, it sure doesn't stop.
That's true. What kind of content? Literally anything. Like, just words is better than nothing, honestly.
True. Who's saying that?
Kingfisher / Skywrath spammer that has not been confirmed as the Skywrath spammer yet. I told them
True.
they had to have a 1v1 with Maniac
Ugh.
to decide who could name
Or
themselves.
Copless, oh my god. Good instincts on Rauk to throw that spear to try and break that up there. He does have these tranks now, so that's going to make things a lot less hairy, I think.
Copless is cute and handsome. Is there anyone who wishes to deny this claim?
Copless is what now? Cuban Hansen?
Cute and handsome.
Oh, okay.
But Cuban handsome sounds funnier.
Copless is Cuban Hansen. It's his secret identity that he uses to get into bar. He used to get into bars when he was underage. He just had a fake ID under the name.
Mount denies it.
Of course, in
Big damage.
True. Of course, in Scotland, the legal drinking age is 7, so he actually had he was very young to have a fake ID.
Sakura owns Tombstone and Pudge owns Black Hole. Pudge does not own Black Hole if he gets Black Hole. Unfortunately, that's how that works.
It is going to be
Also-
a very rough game for Black Hole. This team is not short on things that stun through BKB. That much is certain.
True, but not many of them are excessively long range. Actually, there's 2 things. I guess Medusa all.
I mean, really, if Pudge isn't in black hole range and you get hooked, that black hole is just kind of done for. Like, you're massively out of position, taking damage so you can't blink back in, and even if you do drop the desperation black hole, it's like you either drop it on them and
I would
get.
not count egg as a counter to black hole because it takes a full 6 seconds to go through the entirety of egg, in which case black hole is a 4-second stun. So you can use black hole and leave in the time that egg takes to pop, so I wouldn't count that.
Oh, here's our first black hole. It's going to be on the Pudge, and it's actually doing more damage to Copless, or to Space Cowboy than it is to Pudge. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah.
Cryptic is going to bully Medusa, who's going to scream at him, and then he's going to turn around at the exact wrong moment and get stunned.
Actually,
but I can't kill him.
Really close to killing Matt.
That was, yeah.
Oh, he turned around at the last second. Wrong last
And Matt's
second.
going home. Oh yeah, you just saw that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, this is why I don't do the sync thing for replays, because this exact same thing happens if you try to do, like, replay syncs, is you get this, and that's really annoying. Luckily, it won't be happening to us for long.
Yeah. No, I agree. It just, egg is a preventative measure rather than accounting.
Yeah. You definitely are not going to be able to get a good black hole with the egg going, though. That's the big thing.
Unless you have an egg, in which case you can kidnap somebody from inside the black hole to save
That
their
is
life.
funny.
But
I mean, if you're black holing and Phoenix is egging, the egg is going to win that battle. Like, it's not going to stop the black hole, but it is going to make the black hole very unviable to continue.
Yeah.
Mars takes a hit on the drow there with Arena.
A hook. Hook is hard to catch on a Enigma unless he's like on the same side of the fight, because the constantly turning enemies inside of black hole makes it very difficult to actually hook the Enigma if you're on the opposite side of the fight. Yeah.
Matt getting tipped.
Exactly.
Matt getting tipped and then laughed at in VC. You're going to have to explain to the people on YouTube what you're saying exactly to you. You can't just say exactly.
No, I will leave it up to chance that they were here on the stream at this exact moment. Otherwise,
Okay.
no. I will just keep it as exactly because it's funnier that way.
Yeah, I also can't read chat at the moment because I'm operating the camera, so it's also a mystery for me.
Kingfisher's just talking in chat.
But yeah.
And then Pudge ult, I wouldn't exactly consider a counter to Black Hole because you have to blink in the melee range, and you have to. It's harder. Medusa is though. Her ult does work against Black Hole very well.
Yep. The Medusa ult is always going to ruin it. If Pudge isn't in it, then the worst thing he can do if he's not in it is accidentally save somebody on his team, and the best thing he can do if he's in it is hook dismember. You kind of have the thing you mentioned at the top of the game where it's like it's kind of unlikely you're going to have all these people. Maybe a little bit more with how it shook out. Like maybe you might get a few 3-mans, but it feels like you really need like a 4 or 5-man black hole for it to really be safe here. Like everybody has something to do about it.
Yeah.
Pudge is going to hit Rot and run at the Enigma here, and is going to actually die before that Jakiro TP gets finished. That TP was like 10 minutes.
It's a very hard Enigma game.
I even hate him against Jakiro, because A, he's unlikely to really ever get him in Black Hole, and B, until he gets that BKB, it's going to be a real pain in his ass, that ice pen.
Yeah.
This is not the egg you want, I don't think.
In a different
Splat.
On a different scheme, Enigma is still a pretty good hero this game because Pudge health bar melts under what's it called?
The percentile damage from Midnight Pulse. That's true.
Midnight Pulse. It creates a big ass circle while Mars can't blink while he's in. And Phoenix isn't too happy about the health drain either.
So yeah, he's walking, talking Midnight Pulse.
Yeah, basically this game, and a stun, but
easier to itemize around that though. Unfortunately, it does. It does go through magic immunity, so never mind. Yeah, it sucks.
never mind. Yeah, it's a really good. Not even BKB counters Midnight Pulse.
Simply get Eternal Shroud.
Why does Mars have such low CS? Ask Mars.
Yep. Yeah, he is definitely on the
It's
lower
Mars into
side.
Drow. You don't really counter Drow until you have levels.
Yeah.
So it's a rough lane.
He did
in
get
general.
the inaugural arena off on her and did get that kill. That's the only reason he's on the board in general, but he is definitely doing bad, and that is definitely true. It's an awkward counter in a way because it's like you'd really rather not lane against her, but you also have nowhere else to go. Like
But
it's
you
not like
also-
you can run mid Mars.
Mars mid was the thing for a while.
That's true,
oh,
but
you
like
just go
for
down.
5 minutes. You know.
Radiant's bottom tower
Later.
is under attack.
Manta style nearly up here on the Medusa.
Just Arrow might be dead. Maybe. No, never mind.
You just made me go to Tristero. He's in the middle of nowhere right now. Refresh your goddamn page. Matt goes
the
fishing,
lane-
doesn't find anything. The
lane-
other team finds Portakiro.
I don't
That
know.
ice
I
path
think
before he goes
that
down.
most Drow lanes into melee heroes are Drow favored.
Yeah.
Especially without a way to get on top of Drow with any sort of consistency. And you don't take any points in your E until like level 5 at the earliest. But even then you typically want 2 points spear, 3 points W.
Yeah, you can do better in the lane with more investment in your E, but you're also really griefing your mid game doing that. So unless you must stop Drow immediately, it's not really a viable option.
Because your QW combo is what pushes lanes, and if you don't have 2 points in Q, you can't just nuke away.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
DK has got himself nearly enough money for a nice shiny blink dagger. I want to see how the space cowboy died here. Oh, he got hooked.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
As one does.
Radiant's middle tower.
If only
is
you
under
could ping
attack.
Death Timers as a spectator. I think Space Cowboy might still be in chat. He said something earlier.
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah, like one thing earlier, much earlier in the game, I think.
I haven't seen it.
You're blind. Put on your glasses, teacher.
They broke. I gotta buy new ones.
God damn it.
I know. Venge going Pavise, pretty normal. Less normal is the Bracer, but I guess you need to be tanky this game against Budge.
Pudge
Budge,
Ags just got in.
That's
Radiant's
PowerPoint.
bottom
I feel like
tower
they should
is
smoke
under
and go
attack.
for a fight.
Might not be the worst idea in the world.
Just run into Triangle. You know somebody's gonna be there at this point in the game,
Radiant's
probably.
middle tower
True,
is under
it is
attack.
currently Drow Ranger, so it wouldn't be a bad idea, but they do see these guys here in the jungle bot. He is smoking. He is down here.
Radiant are scanning.
There you go.
Unfortunately, he's not going to get anybody more impressive than... Oh, no, DK is going to jump into this and just immediately get punished for it. It goes 100-0 between the Marv Arena and the Pudge Ags Rod. That is going to be really nasty.
That is a
Radiant's
DK
structures
cosmetic.
are fortified.
What, the Pudge
Radiant's
the
bottom
Pudge
tower is
gas?
under attack.
No, DK
Dire's middle
as
tower
cosmetic.
is under attack.
Yeah, his cosmetic is that he makes Pudge rot really, really green.
I see.
Radiant's
He's also bald now. Just because he said that, he became bald.
What Kingfisher says becomes law. DK is now bald.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Which is ironic, because he
Oh
usually
my
has
god,
a
he's like
helmet.
really
Yeah.
bald. He really is bald. He
has
doesn't even
nothing.
have it on the overworld. He doesn't have a sword either. He's just punching the jungle creeps.
Yep.
Get homeboy some Rogaine.
He's got no shield either.
Oh man.
He died so hard to punch, he lost everything.
Yeah. It's like when you die in Minecraft.
It's when you die in hardcore WoW and you've got to create a new character.
That's
DK
true.
becomes Axe Arcana? Yeah. He does have a beard. For some reason. Base DK has a beard.
More like cringe
Under
DK.
helmet. Under his helmet, mind you, because most DK skins have a helmet on.
I like that resigned tombstone. Oh man. Oh yep, that's exactly what we're looking for on the die here. That's exactly what you're going to see. The black hole attempt is made, just immediately gets ruined by Pudge.
Yeah, that's.
And they take out the 3 and under club.
It was a really good black hole until it got hooked. I just want to point that out.
That is true,
But it
yeah.
was coincidentally a 2v5 and a 3v5. 2v5. And most people don't win 3v5.
It was a 3v4. I think.
Was it? Who was the fourth? God tier egg. Yeah.
Yep.
Good egg.
Yeah, it was really good. I hope Culpless is the one who said that.
Copless is the one who said it, yeah.
Of course he is.
Reaction on 130 ping.
Oh my god, just barely whiffing that hook on old man Krem, who has just finished up his war staff. He has notably been pretty much untouched for a while. Like, Krem has been basically free farming. Nobody's even seen this guy. Yule's up on the Phoenix. Wind Waker could be really funny if he could get that out in decent time. Just another thing to screw with a black hole. If he himself is not in it.
Yule's on the Copless. Copless, why did
I
you
just
not
said that!
It?
Keep your ears open.
You think I'm listening to you?
No.
Exactly.
Yule's also on the Mars. Are there going to be 2 Wind Wakers? Space Cowboy and Shambles?
This is the worst black hole game ever. Yeah.
Space Cowboy stalks through the floor. It's
Through the floor,
1929 all over again.
Wait, was Space Cowboys stocks dying in 1924 as well?
1929, everybody's stocks are dying.
Yeah, I know. Started the Great Depression, I'm aware. I'm making a joke.
Well, what about 1924? Where did that come from?
I'm not listening to you. I'm barely listening to myself.
Yeah, you said that!
Yeah, you're right.
You're the one who brought 1924 in. Oh, I get it. You're a big Calvin Coolidge fan. I see.
That's the one.
That was the worst hook whiff ever. I'm not really even sure how it happened. It really looked like it landed.
I haven't seen anything yet.
You'll see it, don't worry. Really
Oh, that missed him.
annoying Medusa ult there. Makes a big mess of this fight. We got the big fight debut of the Drow Ranger who just immediately takes it. That's such a good arena. That's a 300 IQ arena. Even if it doesn't actually get the Drow, that was just such a good idea. Great timing, great instincts on Rauk here. Drow in the middle of no man's land now, just hoping to get one more kill before he goes down. Good Yules is going to save Phoenix's life. Whoa, very well played, very well organized on the part of the Lion Tamers there. It was just a really good looking fight. Cop is in trouble again here? No, he's getting out okay. Look at all these dead trees. Timbersaw will be just thrilled right now.
Just black hole him, cowboy. Just didn't black hole him. Unfortunate. Look at all those dead trees.
I know, that's what I said.
1924 was the year Gotham was born.
See, that's what that's why I'm doing this. That's why we're doing the live games. It's pretty good. I hope he watches this. Was that Copless again?
That was Copless.
Oh my god! That man is on his team.
Phoenix going Yules directly into Shiva's.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's not wind walking yet.
Isn't Hex the usual build? Where you just, like, dive on people and hex them to start a fight off for your team?
Well, I mean, Copless isn't the type of guy who's having hex with anyone, so...
That's true.
He's gonna farm out some Enigmites. Rip to the Eidolons. Cryptic is going to lodge his complaint. I don't think he really understands what he's in. Okay, maybe he does. His whole team is suddenly here. That hook went right through Mars. Okay.
Copless just used 80% of his health bar to kill 5 Enigma Eidolons.
This is a huge egg and Medusa ult. It's also revealing the Eye of Scotty on the Medusa, though the black hole is actually able to get through here kind of unopposed, but isn't actually able to do much, even with Draco and full ham on it. Medusa is finally pretty low, though.
Pudge dies. That's a big thing coming out of the black hole. DK's still
DK
alive.
stunned the wrong Medusa. Oh, but he might get the real. Nope. Oh my God, Mount playing it crazy.
He swapped back to naked DK. Unfortunate.
Now she might still die. Oh, that
Yeah.
attack speed debuff on Jakiro. He is so, my God, in the pool was so persistent. And he was right to be, mind you. Oh, man. But Medusa gets to walk away from that, still alive, with 2 grand in her pocket. 1,000 gold changed hands to the enemy team, but notably, there was a lot of gold movement on this team from the rest of her team's hands into hers. That's not terrible. Not terrible indeed. So that has to be a little ball busting. Like, you finally get the huge black hole, and it really... You don't do anything but really equalize the fight.
He killed the Budge. That was a very big... Without that black hole, they lose that fight, honestly. Budge just kills everyone there without it.
I think that kind of black hole, like, you're only really happy about that if you get the Medusa.
He did.
No, he didn't. I mean, he got her in it. I mean, if you got her killed, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Mount just accidentally broke smoke. Sad.
I guess that was just the Drow, because Drow could have killed either one of them inside of that black hole, I'm pretty sure. She just chose the Pudge instead. Who was probably the right call. In the scope of that fight, if they don't kill the Pudge, their Pudge kills them all.
Marv runs down bot and dies for no reason. Dies with raindrops in his pocket. Doesn't want to waste them. This Space Cowboy is taking a lot of headspace out of this team right now. Like, everybody is here, but, like, nobody can actually kill him, so who cares? Okay, Copless is like, "Ma, you can't land your bloody hooks!" Gives him the tee up with the Yules. This is, yep. Copless knew it was coming, knew it was going to be a huge black hole if it was allowed to happen. Immediately hit that egg, but it doesn't actually matter. They still just take 2, lose
nothing.
nothing.
Have black hole for this fight, honestly.
Yeah, that is true. It's not even up for the next 8 seconds, but...
Yeah. I think the
okay, well that was like horrible.
Perfect.
They're just going to take a free Roche now.
Yeah.
Very awkward. I think they underestimated how many people were actually there for that. I mean, I guess I did too. I saw those guys at bot and I was like, killing Mars. I was like, I guess that's that. Everyone just TP'd.
Everyone except the Medusa who was in that fight. Medusa was just looking good.
Oh, I mean on the Radiant, like they saw the Enigma up here and they were like, it's just one guy. They just killed Mars bot with 4 people and then all 4 of those people just TP'd up there and the time it took for them to actually go on the guy.
What is Roche? You'll have to inform me of this.
What is
Roche?
Roche?
Does not exist.
He's that like big guy who lives in a cave.
He doesn't exist.
He lives in a. He has his own cave, teacher.
He doesn't exist.
Good save hook from Budge. Tip from Cryptic.
Black hole?
This,
No.
this is a very sarcastic tip.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Exactly. Mantis can do some damage on a tier 2. Like 9 damage a click, maybe.
Okay, Space Cowboy gonna get scouted out here by the Phoenix, by the Jakiro. They're not really committed to this idea, but the Medusa sure is. It's going to just hit her ult immediately and start going to work on the Enigma, which is completely the right thing to do. They're not actually going to kill him in time, but the Macropire is going to finish the job. And going to, nearly kill that VS for their troubles. This is a huge arena. Going to take out the Cryptic, going to take out the Krem. That's her first life. This is a 2v3 though.
Swap. Arena.
This Medusa, good job here, just isolating DK in the backline.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the Drow doesn't actually want to risk it here. Here comes the snake. Beep. Mar's still going for it here, but in the pool is running for a tower as fast as humanly possible, so it's not going to mean anything.
Pew. Did 250 damage, maybe?
Radiant's middle tower is
Mars
under
at the
attack.
invis ring, chasing.
So,
Chasing.
technically a win for the Dire. Probably doesn't really feel like it much. They walked away with more money and more kills. But I guess as far as a post-Roche fight, could be a lot worse. It's going the proceeds.
That Pudge is a win for a Pudge, honestly.
That is true, and Medusa is going to get a Daedalus from the proceeds, so I guess maybe they do feel a little bit like they walked away from that winning.
Mount, there should be a YouTube channel underneath. No, okay.
No, it's not linked here. It is. I link the YouTube videos when they're uploaded in my channel, so keep your eye on that.
There's a specific Anani channel in LD2L. Look for them there.
Yeah, that's where I post my announcement.
We did nothing but flame specifically you.
Yeah, it was the Mount. It was the Mount Flame Festival. We had nothing nice to say. And Doughboy called you a weedy support player or something.
Something like that.
And the teacher here was like calling you like the worst student he's ever had.
Kitty here called you a quack.
Oh yeah, you know the worst thing? Actually, the worst thing that Kitty said about him? She said this.
No.
No, she said this.
This. Damn.
Or I guess that was paraphrased. If I had to be more specific, what she said was... So...
Very, very intuitive.
Yes.
From Kitty there.
And that's why we keep her on camera. She's actually live in the call right now.
Yeah. Kitty's in the call. You just...
Yeah. And that's why we have the teacher here who is her voice actor.
Still better than the flame going out the hearth. Yeah, that's true.
Still better than a what?
The flame going out in the hardcore WoW community right now.
True. I'm not up to the date on the WoW. I know WoW Classic is kind of dead. That's all I know.
You misspelled
Satanic.
his name a little bit topless. There's only
one man black hole on the Jakiro. Kind of awkward. Big arena here is just going to immediately melt the Undying. They are going to put the Drow Ranger in the Tombstone. Doesn't really matter. Pudge is just running her over. Goodbye, Drow.
There was such a good opportunity for a black hole there. He managed to only get the
only the Jakiro, yeah.
Fuck
and
that
the rest of the
dragon.
team just gets completely run down. This Medusa is walking all over everybody right now. That was the debut of the Satanic. That was the reveal of the Satanic for the DK, but it was also the reveal of the Daedalus from Medusa, and that felt like 10 feet taller. Like that Daedalus, she just killed everybody. Look at that recap there. Actually, Pudge killed more people, surprisingly enough, but yeah, 5,763 damage. Medusa did nearly as much damage in that one fight as the entire Radiant did combined.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Welcome to Medusa.
Yep.
Radiant structures
We got
are
fun and games! That's the song,
Welcome
right?
to Legends of Evantris.
Welcome to the Legends of the Hidden Temple. Where are we going here?
This is a bad bit. Okay.
Bit is gone.
Unfortunate. Bit has been cancelled.
Cancelled on Twitter. Sorry, cancelled on X.
Radiant
I don't know if there's ever been a rebrand flop as bad as X. Can we talk about that in the middle of this game? Like,
Everyone still just calls it Twitter.
everybody does, yet not a man alive calls it X. And I think, I kind of see what the idea was, but it's like, that would have only worked if it was like 10 years ago. Like, it's way too established to be doing that now.
It's way, yeah. Also, speaking of other social media sites getting all fucky,
are scanning.
America banning TikTok only to drive them to the Chinese version of TikTok.
Well, the Chinese, the American version of TikTok was already the Chinese version of TikTok. There was like some thing about it where it was like...
Technically it's Singaporean, but yes.
Yeah. It was like, you gotta sell TikTok out of China, and they just sold it to a company that was still just running it in China, basically.
Yeah. And then they drived it to actually Chinese TikTok, which is technically translated wrong. It's actually called a little red note, but they just... or a little red letter, something like that.
I cannot imagine that one is going to be lasting particularly long either.
What, Red Note? I don't know. They're already making notes.
There you go.
The Chinese netizens have already started making notes into the things that the Americans say normally and what they actually translate to.
There you go. Yeah, I guess the only difference is that on Red Note, Chinese people are both administrating it and also making content on it. Whereas TikTok was mostly, I mean, there was like a Chinese community on TikTok. There was that guy who was like cosplaying Pu Yi. That's a Chinese guy on TikTok.
Yeah. Have you seen the LED guy on TikTok?
No, I don't fucking use TikTok. I'm not 17.
That's fair, but there's an LED salesman. The funniest guy in existence. He'll take somebody's TikTok and then absolutely change it and go, anyway, buy some LEDs. It's the funniest shit.
This is not a promotion of that guy.
This is not a promotion of that guy. This is just me finding
This
his
is the
content
podcast. This is exactly what I wanted, unironically, because otherwise right now I would be like, so dying as a 4th I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Space
Pudge
Cowboy got found. This is like crazy talk from Pudge. He's going way deep into this. Space Cowboy is gonna black hole for about half a second. And that was a very unnecessary Jakiro egg, but we appreciate the effort anyway. I like how they, oh no, that 4th just saved Drow. Just straight out of the arena. Very well-timed 4th on the part of the Drow herself, yes it was. And that's going to make this a disaster for the Dire. You're just going to lose Medusa for no gain.
First, you have to earn it.
That was very awkward. I appreciate how they're trying to put the thumb down on Enigma, but like that's way too much. Like they dropped the Medusa ult on that, and hey, that's fair. They also dropped the egg on it. They dropped the dismember like way deep in enemy territory, and the BKB on the Pudge for it. Like they dropped everything on that Enigma after he had already botched the black hole for the most part. Like. So even though the black hole got canceled, like, yeah, they canceled the hell out of that black hole. Slightly not worth it, though.
No, he got stunned by Medusa ult, so it lasted actually a good amount of time. Like a full 1.5 seconds before he got stunned and ended. I like the build, though, just going, like, full survivability. Vlad, Pipe, BKB.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Like, you've got one job in this game. You're not going to do any damage on this guy. That's not anything that's not percentile, anyway. And, not many items affect that.
Yeah, not a whole lot. Although it still will do a lot of damage by the end of this game just because Pudge has so much fucking health.
Yeah. See how many fat stacks he's got. 14. Oh. Radiant making a run for the Roche pit here. Got a decent Roshing team. I think maybe killing that sentry might have been a bad idea. I think maybe it would have been better to just leave it alive because there's no obs here. And he kind of just tipped where you were if people were paying attention. And indeed, yeah, just immediately tipped where they were, because now everybody on the Dire is just running straight for that Roche pit. And Radiant, I believe. I think would have been better just keep it alive. I don't think anybody would have cared. And now they're having to awkwardly cancel it anyway, because the creeps are just at their T2 bond. And just in danger here. Phoenix going for a second halberds. They really want to keep Drow from attacking. Set during the 9-second BKB she has, which she now has. That's going to be pretty big. Yep, Dire are scanning. They have found this Roche fight. Once again, it looks like kind of the awkward situation. He's not really quite dead.
He's not dead.
Yep, he's going to go down here. Matt is the closest man to the Aegis when it drops, but he's in the middle of ulting. He takes the Aegis. The egg cancels a black hole. Was done well in advance there. It's still going to be too slow to save the Mars or the Jakiro, but
really nice black hole in the middle of all of it. Honestly,
Pudge is like very dead.
Mars went
Good
to take.
disarm, but
Mars tried to take the banner, failed just barely.
and now it's Medusa against the world. It's not feeling good anymore. This is feeling super bad.
Kareem is positioning really well in these fights right now.
Yeah, he is.
Managing to get himself onto the side and then just being able to take everyone else down in these fights.
So the good
And
news
especially
is,
staying away from this Pudge.
The good news is that the Pudge got the Aegis, and that was great and everything. They stole it from the Drow. The problem is they lost 5. They lost 6 for 1. 5,000 gold just changed hands, which now puts the Cryptic lineup, Cirque du Soleil in the lead. It
I
doesn't
think
look good.
in the pool bought a moon shard to be able to kill the egg alone.
Dire's top
Very
tower
nice. He also
is
bought
under
a
attack.
Daedalus. Yeah, okay, yeah. This definitely
finished
feels
his game.
like it's over. Like the Mars has been just completely Mars has been just completely scaled out.
I feel like what they need to do right now is they need to let the Mars initiate these fights. Matt's been going in, and Matt needs to focus on just the Drow. He just needs to stick his ass on the Drow and prevent her from doing anything.
I mean, really, the black holes have been too effective for what they are. They've been getting canceled, but they've been getting enough done. Like, either he has to completely put the thumb down on the Drow, or he has to completely put the thumb down on the Enigma. But in either case, he indeed cannot really be going first. You really want the Mars to be out front. Problem is that the Mars is just he's so flimsy.
Because this Mars decided to buy this item called the Desolator instead of something fucking useful.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I get why. I mean, it was the standard for 15 years. Don't get me wrong. But like, even with a Desolator, you still don't do real damage.
The issue with getting a Desolator is that it's almost too late to have a Desolator. You have Blink
Also
Mules
true.
and then the Desolator. If you're gonna get the Desolator, get it as your second item.
Get it Deso sooner.
Tower is under
Get it
attack.
Deso sooner. Also, at this point of the game, you just need. I don't know if you need like a BKB, but you need something else.
You
a
need
hex,
live.
You need a halberd. You need something that's gonna keep you alive, and that's not a
Yeah.
Desolator. Desolator's literal only stat is damage.
Yep.
Like, if you had pulled up with the Satanic, I would have still accepted a Satanic.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it's still part of the problem is you just spend so much of these fights like stunned, silenced, in general peril. I think the Undying is doing a lot more to him than perhaps he realizes. Just between the strength steal, the ability to make the arena suck with the flesh golem.
Also, that's another thing that counts as a very hard punch game, or for hooks at least, because you can't hook through 1,004 fucking zombies. It's arguably one of the best punch counters in the game.
I would say it's even harder to hook through somebody in the Undying gravestone, which he's used a couple of times to get effect. Like, there was a fight earlier where they almost got Drow, and then she was in Tombstone jail, and so Pudge just had to ult the Undying instead, and they lost the fight.
Yeah.
And Drow gets away with like 30 HP because of it. But yeah, no, don't like the Desolator. He just has, the blink of the Yules. He's just very flimsy. He just falls apart in seconds. He feels like he's the guy made of crumb. Hook on the dying here, so that's good. He's gonna die in seconds. Big arena, huge arena potentially. They do have the VS inside of it. Fuels on the Drow. What?
I like the attempt at the.
No, my friends. What do you mean Yule's on Drow? She doesn't have a Yule Scepter. There's not a Wind Waker on this team. Hold on. Hold the phone. We must observe this.
Wait, who used Venge and then who used Drow after that? Because there's 2 Yules in this game. One's on Copless and one's on Rauk. Copless, did you dive in there and use the Drow? No,
It was
okay,
Rauk! Okay, very interesting decision-making process there. Let's see if it works out for them. Space Cowboy pulling up the rear here. Hey guys, am I late? Justero first to fall in the fight. Actually, Undying first to fall, but he really kind of fell before the fight started. No, they just kind of ran back line, just killed the Drow. Space Cowboy pops BKB, and he's like, wait a minute! Pop.
Okay, so this fight is like the most disjointed fight you could theoretically ask for. Matt's gonna kill that guy. He pops BKB in and the split happens, and he dies.
Lerno says, this is when Matt says to
died.
me, you're dead.
That
Who
was
the hell is Lerno?
I don't know who Lerno is, but I'm assuming Lerno's on Matt's team.
Yeah, he's one of these 5 people. He's not copless, and he's also not mad. This is not mad either. So that brings us to Rauk, La, or... I mean, I guess Matt could tell it to himself. Matt could be like, you're dead. You're fucking dead, dude.
You're fucking dead, poser.
He doesn't talk like that. He's like... Bro! Huge swap on the Medusa, oh my god! That's so scary. She's in so deep, she has no mana. This Kiro ult is gigantic. They're gonna have to throw the DK in the Tombstone jail. It is going to be successful. Black Hole immediately gets ruined by the Medusa. That is the world's largest Dragon Knight. Just got his entire HP bar back, but it's also kind of gone again.
Cryptic has been really good with these Tombstone saves as well.
Yeah.
He just
been like a major problem.
There, Satanic.
Zero just swapped a Medusa illusion.
Let's go.
Yeah, if that Tombstone swap hadn't happened, this game is over. Like, there.
DK
Very
died.
good.
I don't know if he has buyback.
Krem, buddy? Krem, we need to talk, okay? You can't do that. No, Mars! Oh my god, but the egg has still got her. Oh my god, this is such an emotional journey watching Krem here. Getting Yule kind of an awkward time, made her dodge, doesn't matter, she's dead, she's gone. DK also died here somehow, I'm not really sure, didn't catch that. He is back. I don't think it matters, I don't think he beats the Medusa. Holy crap, that was... What a fight.
Yeah, Drow
I am dying, and also...
is a little crackhead behavior.
And, yeah, that's that.
Cream was playing so well this entire game, and then he just walks up a high ground alone on Drow.
Not alone!
Or, sorry, 2 people.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, get it right, Mr. Teacher Man.
Mr. Teacher Man, I told you my glasses are broken.
Sorry, Mr. the Teacher Man. I forgot your first name.
Yeah.
They can't get megas here. I don't really know how much it matters. Yeah, they're just gonna go for the kill. Straight for the jugular. Matt is gonna knock out these racks that are in the way. Undying is gonna buy. So now he's on buying, or is buying, I guess.
Is buying.
Mars puts up an arena as the last act in his life before he dies. Everything hits the poor Enigma, and Cryptic goes home.
And Cryptic goes home.
And that's it. That's the ball game here. I mean, I don't think you could put this one just entirely down to draft like the last one. So there was that.
Well, this was well played by both teams.
Yeah.
Very good comeback by Dire.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a good comeback to begin with by Radiant, because they did have to turn it around there. And I do think if that Drow death hadn't just kind of happened out of nowhere, it's definitely a game where there's some question marks involved.
I was quicker space. No idea what that means.
Okay, so Mount 305 says hashtag baited, so we're kind of getting we're running out of suspects here. So it's not Copless, it's not Mount, it's probably not Matt. So it's either it's either La or it's Rauk.
Rauk. There's no
for the record, the Twitter.com URL, which got mentioned 20 minutes ago, the Twitter URL just still works. It just sends you to x.com. Just everything redirects there.
But what Mount said. The URL is still just twitter.com.
Well, no, the URL is still X. It's just Twitter still works.
Semantics.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, I think the big linchpin to this is that there was so much built on that Enigma, and for a while it was working. I do think they realized. I think it really just comes down to this, right? The Enigma was the winner or the loser of the fights. How the black hole went and what was done about it decided everything. And for a while, they were really playing into it. They were playing into the game that Space Cowboy kind of wanted them to be playing. But in the long term, In the long game, it ended up being that they did eventually figure it out. They did eventually stop stepping on each other's toes. That thing we were talking about where it's like, the Marv needs to be going first. He did kind of start doing that. The Pudge was still often leading, but he was leading in a different way where he was going for hooks more, he was going for blink just into 5 people a lot less, and that was pretty decisive as well.
Yeah.
And eventually just got to, the last few black holes were nothing. Even with that being said, I think there was still a chance if it wasn't for that Krem walks uphill and dies for no reason spot. That was bad.
Yeah. I think if Krem doesn't do that, they probably just continue winning the game.
Could be. Decent chance. But I mean, I do think this is a lineup where it's like, between the Marzipudge, the Phoenix, and even the Jakiro, who had a lot of good big macro pyro plays, it is kind of like, you have the hypothetical ability to pursue that to the end, but it's tough because if you make one mistake, like if you're balling and then you start walking up and Krem gets hooked 10 miles uphill into 5 people and just dies, it's like, oh, right? It's like it still sucks.
It still sucks. But
so,
that again is the lucky play. That's the
yep.
chance play, not the guarantee.
Well, it is the chance play, but there's like a lot of angles at chance play. Like you gotta successfully roll a lot of die to go uphill as a team, I think. But either way, with that all being said, I do think this was a good showing on both teams' behalf outside of that uphill on the Drow Ranger. I do think Space Cowboy did better than you would expect in this game, considering the circumstances. But you can only do so much there when you're Enigma in a comically terrible, and it wasn't even as bad as it could have gone because they could have actually finished those Wind Wakers out, and then he would have cried himself to sleep. Like his black hole would have been genuinely useless. But either way, that's that.
2 people, they all just get Wind Waker.
Yep. Mount said, and I play ABBA. True. If you, or somebody you know, wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get into this season, but stand-ins are always needed, and we had to get a stand-in for Danny because he wanted to play with Travis this week. The stand-ins are always needed, stand-ins are always welcomed, and hey, even if you can't do that, then, between this season and the next one, there's going to be in-houses, there's going to be all kinds of fun happening. Queues pop everywhere you look. And for those of you on YouTube, we'll see you next time.